And good morning, everyone, and welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is take 3 of the Forex update and trade review for today, Monday, February the 2nd. First one didn't have the background done right. Second one, the program is locked up on me. So with that, let's go ahead and get into our what we're going to talk about today. First, with the risk disclaimer screen. Now, this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I'm also an aspiring funded prop firm trader with a couple of companies in England, like Audacity Capital and maybe one day FXify. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration, although I have held NFA registration in the past. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And here's the CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. So the high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, carefully consider your risk. Carefully consider a lot of things. Your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. All right, so I guess we're still recording now. Let's go ahead and get into this and see where we are today. First, it's late in the day for these videos, and my apologies for that. I'm running into some technical issues as well as some under the weather issues. I'm physically under the weather right now, so but I'm in my nice birch feather shirt. Let me see. So here we have the what's going on today. We have a lot of positive information for the U.S. dollar that came out today around 10 o'clock for the ISM Manufacturing PMI, Purchasing Managers Index. I think that's what that stands for. And we're going to start seeing a lot less of this information because of this. The partial government shutdown enters a third day as the standoff continues. So we've seen this before. You know, it's no big deal. Unless you're waiting on one of the services that the government cuts off during that time for political theater. But, you know, that's just my opinion on that. So with that, let's go ahead and get into this. As they hold the American people hostage for their little bickering. Let's see what's going on here. Or if that's even the case. These may not be any services that are worth keeping. There's that aspect of it too. Who knows? Not my ballpark, not my circus, not my monkeys. Euro versus the pound. We have the euro starting to win on that one. I mean, no, it's not. The pound is definitely starting to win because it's going down. The denominator is bigger than the nominator, so it goes down. So here we have the strength meter. Probably should have done this first, but you know, better time than now than never. We're still recording too. We have the dollar as the strongest currency in the lot today, so we should be watching a lot of other things happening like this. The euro versus the dollar going down. Now this is entering a strong area of resistance right here. And before it was, resistance, now called support. So we'll see if it can break through this area right here at 1784. If it does, it should have a clear shot at 1724 below 1784, and we'll see how that works out. However, it's not something I'm going to be jumping into right now. It's just too close to resistance for me. Dollar versus the yen. Again, strong dollar, but not budging past this area of resistance right here at 155.70. It's a fairly strong level of resistance. We'll see if that holds up. That may not. It looks like the carry trade is not coming down today. The carry trade unwind confirmation for the dollar versus the yen I have at 152, thanks to my friends at Forex.com. 152.20. If it breaks that, then we could have a shot at the carry trade unwinding, provided we have the other pound versus the yen, euro versus the yen, and Canadian versus the yen also declining too. That's going to be a yen-driven event, not a dollar-driven event. So I'm going to be looking for that across the board on the yen pairs. Let's see if that happens. If it doesn't, then it's not really happening. But there's a lot of press on whether or not the yen carry trade is going to fall apart. According to the interest rates, it should, but you know, a lot of other shenanigans going on behind the curtain. Let's see, here we have the pound versus the yen. Pardon me, pound versus the dollar. It's coming down and entering this area of support, and we've got a support line right there, which is the daily support line, if I'm not mistaken. Daily resistance trend line, which will turn into a support if that trend line holds. If not, then we're going to be coming down here to 135.86. See what happens after that. Pound versus the yen. See what happens here. Again, not going down, but going up. It's right in the middle of those Bollinger Bands and also right at a level of resistance. So I'm not touching that trade right now, although it could turn into a profitable trade later. It's going to be very, very jumpy. Look at this ATR. ATR of 154 pips. Might be going to be setting a very small position size and a very wide range. I mean, you could need to have 300 pip stop losses on that. That's just not going to work out. But the main thing to pull out from this, is the pound versus the yen is not going down, it is going up. Euro versus the yen, again, not going down. Take this out of there. It's just kind of meandering along right there, right below support. That could turn as the carry trade does start to unwind. That would be the pair I'd want to watch coming down. Look at that. The UCAD finally broke out. It's possibly breaking out. Looks like it's going to challenge 137, which would be a fun place for it to challenge. So that might be a trade I want to get into. Canadian versus the yen. Not really going anywhere. Just kind of meandering right there, just like the euro versus the yen. So we could start seeing the carry trade fall apart. The yen carry trade. Oil coming down strongly. How about that? Touching this resistance line right here, which is now support. So we'll see if that continues. Aussie versus the dollar. I don't trade oil, so I don't really care. Aussie versus the dollar. I shouldn't say that, but I do care, but just a little bit. Aussie versus the dollar. Got off to a strong start, came down. I'll be raising rates on that later on today, so we should see the dollar, Aussie versus the dollar spike. That would be a trade I would consider in the overnight. See if it heads back up into this area. But that would be pretty much my take profit would be around here at 70.30, would be about 80 pip trade. I don't want to be married to that trade because it's jumpy. It's just jumpy all over the place. It's a lighter liquidity, and it's very jumpy. Gold is not very jumpy. It's just headed straight down. Down 5% today, or 4.5% today. Down to 229, down to 46.65. Again, that's not a trade that I'm going to jump into because it's very, very jumpy, very volatile. I don't know what's going on with it. There's a lot of big powers do not want to see expensive metals. The reason why it big collapses on Friday on the gold and silver. However, look at platinum. Platinum came down a big chunk too, right there. Came down about 18% if I remember correctly. So it is coming down. Palladium also coming down. It's the whole metal sector that's falling apart, not just gold and silver. So there's something big at play going on, and I don't know what that is. It's a little bit over my pay grade, and we're going to worry about that too much. I trade what I see. And right now I see silver coming down a little bit more, but it is starting to consolidate maybe a little bit. We'll see if it consolidates tomorrow, but that's not the trade to jump into. It's very jumpy and very dangerous for small traders like me because you can get your account wiped out pretty quickly. So with that, that's all I got for today. If you like this video, thank you for thank you for hanging out with me for this video. If you like this video, then by all means hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep making them. And lastly, if you have any comments, then comment on in the boxes below, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. So in the meantime, that's all I got for today. I'm going to get into trading and watching Michael Boutros' video on the weekly technicals that I've already missed, but it's see if he's got any interesting pointers. Almost out of the window of opportunity for trading from a time perspective, because I don't trade all day. I just trade primarily in the New York section. London session wraps us up in the next hour, so we'll see what happens. So you guys have a great one. I will talk to you later. Bye.